Welcome to Techstination. Joining us is Matt Van Horn, co-founder of June Life. Thanks for joining us, Matt.
Excited to be here at this booth at CES.
All right, we're at the Consumer Electronics Show, and what's cooking?
So this is the June oven. So this is our second generation product. Our first generation product was $1,500. Our Gen 2, which is shipping in 3 weeks, is $599. And it's better than the first generation. And the June oven is a 7-in-1 appliance. So the best feature of the June is we're literally able to build new appliances and software. So an example of that, when we launched originally, we didn't have an air fryer. We didn't have a dehydrator. And we're literally able to build these and launch them later as software updates.
All right, so go through 7-in-1. What are the 7?
Sure. It's a challenge right here. All right, we've got bake. You can roast. You can broil. You can toast. You can air fry. You can dehydrate, and it's a warming drawer.
What's special about the way it cooks?
So we have carbon fiber heating elements. We have 6 of them. They're full power in 3 seconds. We do all of our automated cook programs with no preheat. So we don't preheat the oven. So we're baking these cookies from a cold oven. And then one of the other great things about this product is we actually have a camera that sits in the top. So my co-founder, Nikhil, was the first camera engineer on the iPhone. So he's in the patents for panorama, tap to focus, instant shutter. And we've actually built food recognition algorithms that will recognize the most commonly cooked foods and then recommend a shortcut to those automated cook programs to cook it perfectly.
So there is a camera inside this oven?
There is a camera inside this oven.
And it sees what it is that I'm trying to cook?
And recommends the perfect cook program as a result.
And it can withstand whatever temperature, obviously, this is set at.
Absolutely. We've filed a lot of interesting IP around how we keep our camera safe.
Is this oven connected?
It is, so you can completely control it from your phone. So I can show you right here. So pulling up this is actually my oven in San Francisco. And so I can remotely preheat. Let's do a 390 bake. And I can see the dashboard of what's happening in my oven at home. I can get a live streaming video as well to my oven at home. Let me cancel so my wife doesn't freak out. And then in the history, I can see that my wife made salmon earlier today for our kids. I did a whole chicken last night. Did sausages for breakfast the day before. Did some steaks for our kids, asparagus, carrots, etc. And so full connectivity.
And that also means that if I went out after I started cooking something, yep, I can turn the oven off, or if I'm wondering, did I turn the oven off or not, I can go on and turn it off.
Absolutely, or you can just keep it on and trust it, and it's safe. So we're UL certified. We were the first company with Wi-Fi connectivity to be UL certified for a countertop oven from their safety spec perspective. And one of the other really great things is I remember my wife and I were traveling with our young daughter who was less than a year, and we were coming back from an international trip, and we landed in San Francisco, and one of my best friends had a new baby. And we're like, uh-oh, how are we going to feed our kid, see the new baby down the street, and get her to bed on time after an international flight? So what do? We put a chicken breast in the June, and we get in the car. We race, go meet the baby, turns off automatically, race back, feed the chicken breast to my daughter, put her to bed, all was perfect.
Very interesting. Now, what did you do to cut the price, I guess, more than in half, you were saying, right?
Yes,
from one generation to the next.
Yeah. So lots of little things. So what's amazing is we have all the data for people that have shared their data with us on how they're cooking. So an example of that is we have carbon fiber heating elements. They're very expensive, but people love that we can cook with no preheat. So that wasn't something we could get rid of. Our ops team really wanted to get rid of that feature from a cost perspective. But one of the things that we did have on the Gen 1 was a weight scale. So you could just put food on top and weigh it. People weren't using that feature. It was not a popular feature. And so we were able to look at that and then remove that cost from the equation. So we do not have complaints that we don't have a weight scale in the Gen 2 June oven.
And on the front, there's a screen. Tell me about the screen, what it does.
Yeah, so we have a full color capacitive touch screen, multi-touch. We've got a 2.3 gigahertz quad-core NVIDIA TK1 in there. So we're able to...
You've got NVIDIA in your oven.
We have NVIDIA in our oven. And so we're able to do localized computer vision, food recognition, object counting, and so you can be in the woods, not be connected to Wi-Fi, and you're able to recognize foods on your June oven, so it's all powered locally by the GPU.
Wild. When can people buy this?
Buy it today, shipping in 3 weeks.
Awesome. What's the website?
JuneOven.com.
June, like the month, oven.com. Matt
it.
Van Horn, thanks for taking the time.
Of course, thanks for coming by.
Now this. How many companies out there have continued to innovate when it comes to building a better radio? I'm Fred Fishkin, host of Techstination, and I'm here to tell you about the new CC Skywave SSB radio from the wonderful people at C. Crane. Bob and his crew really love radio, and it shows in this new compact model that is packed with features. Beyond great AM and FM reception and sound, you can tune into shortwave signals from around the world, listen to ham radio operators, aviation, and more. It's the radio you'll turn to every day, and in emergencies. It will run for nearly 3 days on just 2 AA batteries. Pair the sleep timer with the new Soft Speaker 3, and you've got the perfect radio for your nightstand. Of course, it can wake you up too. Click on C. Crane at Techstination.com and put in the code Techstination for a free flashlight with your order. They love radio, and you'll love C. Crane.